Hey everybody, welcome back to Richter Knives, episode number 29. Today, we're going to be touching up this edge right here on my bug out. And this has been in some of my videos quite a bit. It's been my EDC for a long time. I just put new scales on it. You see the teeners on the scales. And it's starting to really show some character. Y'all pardon my hands, I've been working in the yard. So the edge really doesn't look bad. For 20 CV, I kind of like a 600 grit edge, maybe a little higher, with some stropping. This one I put on my Spyderco Ultra Fine, and you see it's got a little bit of a polish. I told you I was going to sharpen it, but I want to be real with you. It don't need a sharpener. And hold on, let me get a piece of paper and I'll show you. It really don't need a sharpening, and I think it's kind of goofy to sit there and dull it after it's already sharp. So let's see what. See, it's pretty sharp. So what I'm going to do is, instead of sharpening the thing on a stone, I'm going to do a little bit of stropping and see if I could get that edge just to get a little shinier. It's not going to be a full mirror. I mean, it's pretty shiny right now, but we're going to get it to look good. And I got kind of a even bevel. That's hard to say, I reckon. This anywho, so let's talk stropping. I haven't talked strops too much on this channel, so let's check it out. So let me show you the strops that I have. This strop right here is probably my oldest strop. This might have been the first one I ever made. I made it out of thick leather, and I've sanded on it probably 11 times and redone it and everything. It started off as a green compound strop, and I sanded it all the way off. This right here has diamond spray, and it's kind of a homemade diamond spray. I'm real good friends with Joe Heaton, that used to have a sharpening channel, and he made me some of this up, and I'm out now. I have no more spray, but this is a 1.5 stropping compound. And I say 1.5, I'm talking about microns. This is microns. So I used the last of it on this right now, just to make sure that this strop was good to go. But this one right here is pretty nappy. See, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's kind of nappy. It's got that, the fibers kind of sticking up. All right, I don't even know if it's dry yet. Maybe a little bit, but really on this spray, it doesn't need to be dry. I've stropped on it almost wet before, and it's actually come out better. Now the gunny juice that I'm going to show you here in a little while, it doesn't do diddly squat when it's wet, as far as, you know, I have tried. I mean, other people might have used it and had success, but I haven't. I've got to let the gunny juice dry before, you know, it starts working to its full potential. But we're going to start with this. I've got a 1.5 micron, like I said. Then I've got a harder strop right here. It's almost the same thing. I've got that thick leather on it, but this is a harder leather. This is like a, there's no nap to it, like I was showing you on that other one. And I just barely drag it across there on this one. This is like my final strop. And I've got this on there. This is a 1 micron. and I'm almost out of it too. I'm gonna have to stock up, but you gotta shake it up, spray it on there. I'll just rub it on, and when it dries, you're good to go. And like I said, it could be a little wet and it'll be all right. And I don't remember where I got this. I'm trying to remember. I might have got it on the Evil Base or the Jungle website. Anywho, let's start stropping. And this is not rocket science. I'm not going to sit here and give you instructions on how to strop. There's been a million stropping videos. But I'm just going to bring you along with me. I'm doing it. You're here. Let's just do it together. So, looking at my edge, I want to just try to bring a little bit more shine to it and just a little bit more bite. It is pretty good though. I don't want to do too much because, you know, I don't want to bring the bite out of it. So I'm just barely, just the weight of the knife at a low angle, very low angle, to where I'm just barely touching that edge. Let me see if I can get a little closer, so y'all can kind of see the real angle I'm going here. I'm gonna, you know, do around 10. I'm not counting or nothing. I'm kind of going by feel. I'm gonna stop here in a second and I'm gonna feel the edge of this thing. Because like I said, I don't want to over strop it and lose my bite. 20 CV in my opinion, and I'm not a metallurgist or whatever you call those guys, or some kind of scientist, but my experience with this knife is it likes a toothy edge. I don't want to take too much bite out of it. Oh, and that does look good. You can see some scratches in there. Not bad, not bad. Let's check it. Oh my, I'm scared to even do anything else to it. That is ridiculous. Let's do a couple more, and then I'll do this other strop. It really don't even need this, honestly. I just know that I told y'all I'd sharpen this thing, and I really don't need it. It'd be dumb to just, I mean, we can do a lot of sharpening videos, but not on something that don't need it. That's just goofy. I wasn't really paying attention to how sharp this thing was, or how good the edge looked. It looks, I'm kind of proud of that, honestly. I don't know if I told y'all or not, but I love freehand sharpening. Let me try to give you an angle to where you can see what's going on. And what I do is I start up here and I drag this down, because I can do this, or you can start here at the bottom and just roll it however you want to do it. You know, you can do it any way you want to do it, just as long as you're going the opposite direction of your edge. But I kind of start up here. I used to do like a J pattern, but I want to get the tip of that. Oh, that is sharp. I touched it. Okay, let's check this out. A few more, and look at the edge and see if we got any more shine or any more bite. I hope I ain't going too far with this. We'll see. But this 20 CV does hold an edge. I'm telling you, it holds an edge. Yes, that is fruit roll up sticky. Let me get the back of that right there. And I'm literally putting half the weight. I'm almost picking up on the knife a little bit, about half the weight of the blade on there, because I don't want to roll my edge over, especially if you've got a hard strop and it doesn't have a lot of give. You definitely, you could roll your edge really quick on a strop and just start all over, and it just completely wreck your edge. You see right there? Let's wipe it off. Hold on. Like I said, it's not a mirror. It's not going to be a mirror, but you could definitely tell it put a little bit more shine to it. has a bit of gleam to it. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty. Let's check the, let's get the paper again. Let me get another piece of paper. I like phone book paper, but I don't have any. The phone company don't be sending me no books anymore. My goodness gracious. That is just... When you start cutting daggone curves into paper, you ain't got much to worry about. This is sharp. So I wanted to sharpen this thing with you, which we didn't need to do. Put a decent looking edge on it, and we talked some stropping. So before we go, and before I lose daylight out here, I'm on the tailgate of my 71 C20 pickup. Before we lose daylight, I want to show you this other strop that I have that I use a lot as well, since we're doing strops anyway. And this is cedar, and you can see it's loaded up with, you know, metal all over it. It's got a lot going on here. But what I've learned is I could kind of leave that on here. I don't have to sand it down. It'll go a little while, but I brought this out here. This is what I usually put on it, is this 1 micron, and it's gunny juice. Y'all have got to try this stuff. It's probably the best stropping compound that I've found. But I'm gonna show you how to load it on here. And normally I would clean this off with alcohol or something like that, but I wasn't prepared for this video, and it's really not gonna hurt anything, me just adding to it. And I'll just add a little bit. So you want to shake it up. Shake, do the shake. All right, we shook it. I think it's good. Ready? And all you gotta do, just a little bit, and then we're just gonna do this type thing right here. Just cover it, and you don't need to like cake it on. I've seen people do that. I mean, you can, golly, you order really whatever you want to, but you don't need a whole lot, and you don't need to cake it. And this gunny juice dries pretty fast. Also, makes your hands look cool. You know what I'm saying? So, well, that's good. So, you can see it's already kind of drying. And like I said, you don't want to use this gunny juice while it's still wet. You'll be completely disappointed. I remember the first time I bought it, and I loaded it up, and I tried to strop with it. It didn't do squat. I was like, this stuff is junk. But then the next morning, I threw a few licks in there, and I was like, whoa, yeah, I like this stuff. I just had to let it dry. But I like this strop. I also got this strop as well. I was talking about that compound, but I got this strop from Joe Heaton as well. He had a YouTube channel, Learning Sharp, I think it was called. Y'all may know what I'm talking about. Pretty cool guy, but cool strop as well. Very cool. I like it. I've had it for quite a while, but I use this one a lot, and I use these other two a lot. So just wanted to show y'all that. Let's have one more look at that edge real quick. And listen, hey, y'all don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? Guys, you know, need some subscribers, I guess. Anywho, if you like it, and share so all your friends can watch it too. I've got a lot of requests for leather slips, so I'm going to be making quite a bit of those. If you're interested, shoot me a DM at my Instagram. My Instagram is It's all under, or small letters, Richter _ knives. Just shoot me a DM. We can talk about what you want and what price and all that good jazz. So here's my bug out. Look how sweet it is. I think I'm falling back in love. All right, I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Y'all have a good one. And this is my bug out. Richter out.